My name is Emma. I am 23 years old. I live in California. I work at Walmart. I am a cashier. I stand for many hours each day. I speak to hundreds of people. I give change. I smile. And I help. But when I go home, I feel quiet and tired. Last year, I felt very bad. I did not feel strong. I did not feel happy. My body hurt after work. My legs were heavy. I had no energy. I always wanted to sit or sleep. I ate fast food and drank soda. I watched TV. I stopped talking to my friends. I felt lazy. I felt slow. I felt sad, but I did not know why. One night, I came home after work. My back hurt a lot. I sat on my bed and cried. I did not tell anyone. I just cried. I felt lost. I was only 22, but I felt much older. I thought, why do I feel like this? What is wrong with me? The next morning, I woke up early. It was Saturday. I did not have to go to work. I looked out the window. The sun was out. The sky was blue. The street was quiet. I felt something inside me say, "Go outside." I put on my old shoes and walked out. I did not go far. I just walked to the end of my street. Then I turned around. I walked for 10 minutes. My legs felt strange. My breath was fast, but I liked it. The air felt nice. I saw flowers. I saw people walking dogs. I smiled a little. The next day, I walked again. This time I went a little more. I walked past the store. I walked around the block. I saw a little boy riding a bike. He waved at me. I waved back. That small wave made me feel good. After 1 week, walking became my habit. I walked every day, sometimes in the morning, sometimes after work. I did not walk fast. I did not wear special clothes. I just walked. That's all. And I felt better. I started to sleep better. I ate better food. I drank more water. My legs did not hurt so much. My back felt stronger. I felt light. My head felt calm. I smiled more at work. I stopped drinking soda. I cooked food at home. I listened to music and danced in my kitchen. I also saw many new people during my walks. Some people said hello. Some people smiled. Some just looked away. One day, a woman said, "You walk every day. That's great." I laughed and said, "Yes, I need it." She smiled and said, "Me too." But not all people were nice. One man looked at me and said, "Why are you walking so much? Do you not have a car?" I did not answer. I just walked past him. His voice was not kind. I did not feel bad. I knew why I walked. I did not need to explain. Another day, A group of teens laughed when they saw me. I did not know why. Maybe it was my clothes. Maybe it was my old shoes. I did not care. I told myself, "Keep walking, Emma. Keep going." Each walk gave me something. Some days I saw dogs. Some days I saw birds. Some days I saw old people sitting on chairs outside. They looked at me and smiled. One old man said, "You are fast." I smiled and said, "Not really." He laughed and waved. One evening, I saw a woman cry on a bench. I wanted to say something, but I did not know her. I just gave her a smile. She looked up and gave me a small smile too. That was enough. Sometimes we do not need big words. A small smile can help. At Walmart, my team started to notice. "You look good, Emma," one girl said. "You are more happy these days," said another. I said, "I walk every day now. It helps me." Some of them said they wanted to try too. Now walking is my time. It is not for work. It is not for anyone else. It is for me. I do not use my phone when I walk. I do not check messages. I do not talk. I just walk. I listen to the birds. I look at the trees. I feel the wind. Even when I have a bad day at work, I walk. One day, a customer shouted at me. I almost cried, but I did not. I smiled and did my job. Then, when my shift ended, I walked home. The air was cool. The street was quiet. I looked up at the sky and felt okay again. I do not walk to lose weight. I do not walk to look pretty. I walk because it helps me stay calm. I walk because it gives me peace. I walk because it helps me feel strong. My legs carry me. My heart feels slow and steady. My mind is soft and quiet. Sometimes people do not understand. They say, "It's just walking." But walking changed my life. It gave me balance. It gave me light. It gave me joy. I remember a Sunday morning in spring. I was walking through the park. A boy ran past me with a kite. The kite flew high in the sky. His mother smiled and said, "He loves to run." I said, "I like to walk." We both laughed. She said, "Both are good." And I agreed. My family sees the change too. My sister said, "You talk more now." I said, "Maybe because I walk more." She laughed. But it was true. I have more energy. I feel more open. I feel more alive. Now even on cold days, I walk. I wear a warm jacket. I walk slower, but I still go. I tell myself, "You are strong. You can walk." And I do. I always do. I do not wait for the weekend. I do not wait for the sun. I do not wait for someone to go with me. I go alone. I walk for 10 minutes, or 20, or 30. I do not check the time. I just move my feet and go. This habit started small. Just one walk. Just 10 minutes. But now it is part of my life. I do not want to stop. I will keep going because walking makes me feel like me. When I feel sad, I walk. When I feel happy, I walk. When I do not know what to feel, I walk. And that is enough. Before I share the rest of my story, I need to know, where are you listening from? Knowing someone hears me, understands me, gives me strength. 1. Morning. I woke up late. I felt slow and heavy. I looked outside. It was cloudy. I thought, should I skip my walk today? I sat on my bed for a few minutes. Then I said, no. I will feel better after the walk. I put on my shoes and stepped outside. The air was cold. The wind was soft. I walked slowly. I did not smile at first. My body was sleepy. But after 10 minutes, I felt better. My face felt fresh. My eyes opened more. I looked around. I saw trees move in the wind. I saw a boy throw bread to birds. I smiled. I felt alive again. That day, I learned something. A good day does not just happen. Sometimes you must start it. Sometimes a walk is the best start. Later that week, I saw a new man in the park. He walked with a small dog. The dog barked at me. The man laughed and said, "Sorry, she thinks she owns the park." I smiled. "She's cute," I said. "She walks with me every day," he said. "She keeps me going." I said, "Same for me." I walk to feel strong. He nodded. "Walking is the best," he said. I agreed. Now I see him often. We say hello. Sometimes we walk near each other. We don't talk much, but it feels nice. Some people pass you without a word, but some people make the walk feel warm. I like that. At work, days are busy. Some customers are kind. Some are not. One lady dropped her milk and blamed me. I stayed calm. I cleaned the floor and helped her. She left without saying thank you. I felt tired. But after work, I walked around the parking lot before going home. It helped. I looked at the sky. It was pink and blue. I thought, some people are rude, but the sky is still beautiful. I smiled. Another time, I saw a child wave at me during my walk. I did not know her. She smiled and said, "You have pink shoes." I laughed. "Yes, I like them," I said. Her mother smiled too. It was a small talk, but I remembered it all day. One Sunday, I walked to a coffee shop. I bought a tea and sat outside. A man sat at the next table. He said, "You always walk past my house." I was surprised. "Oh, really?" said. He smiled. "You walk like you enjoy it." I said, "I do. It helps me feel calm." He said, That's good. More people should walk. I nodded. Then we both drank our tea and looked at the street. Not every walk is perfect. Some days my legs feel tired. Some days my mind feels full. Some days the street is noisy. But I still go. I tell myself, just 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I always feel better. So I keep going. One evening, I saw a boy fall off his bike. I ran to him. "Are you okay?" I asked. He was about 8 years old. His knee was red. He looked scared. I said, "Let's sit for a minute." I helped him sit on the grass. His mom came running. "Thank you," she said. I said, "He's brave." She smiled and held her son. That evening, I felt proud. My walk helped someone else. Walking is not just for my body. It is for my heart. It is for my peace. It is for small moments that bring joy. Like the dog in the park. Like the smile from a stranger. Like the old lady who waters her flowers every morning. She always waves. I wave back. My friend Lucy also started walking. She works with me at Walmart. One day she asked, "Emma, how do you stay so calm?" I said, "I walk every day." She said, "Can I come with you?" I said yes. Now we walk together on Saturdays. We talk about work, family, and dreams. We laugh a lot. Walking with her feels different but also good. Sometimes I walk alone. Sometimes I walk with Lucy. Sometimes I walk with music. Sometimes in silence. Each walk is a little different, but each one helps me. I remember last summer. The days were very hot. My legs felt tired, but I walked in the evening. The air was cooler. The sky was orange. I saw children play with water. I saw a man sell ice cream. I bought one and sat on a bench. I felt like a child again. Simple moments make life sweet. Now my day feels strange if I do not walk. It is part of me, like food, like water, like sleep. I do not wait for a holiday. I do not wait for a friend. I do not wait for new shoes. I walk with what I have. Some people run. Some go to the gym. Some ride bikes. That's good. But for me, walking is enough. It is slow but strong. It is quiet but powerful. One time, my mother called and said, "You sound happy these days." I said, "Yes, Mom. I walk every day now." She said, "Maybe I should start too." I smiled. "Let's walk when I visit," I said. She laughed and said, "Deal." I feel proud of this habit. I started with pain. I started with sadness. I did not feel strong, but I said yes to one small thing, just walking. And now I feel new. I feel like myself. Each step is small, but it matters. One step becomes two. 2 steps become a block. A block becomes a street. A street becomes a path. a path becomes a habit. That habit becomes a better life. People ask me, "What do you do for health?" I smile and say, "I walk." One morning, I woke up early. It was still dark outside. The street was quiet. I made tea and sat near the window. I did not turn on the light. I just watched the sky. The stars were still there. I felt calm. I drank my tea slowly. After I finished my tea, I put on my shoes. I wore a sweater because the morning was cold. I stepped outside. I started walking. My steps were slow. My hands were cold, but I did not mind. I saw one car pass on the street. A woman was walking her dog. We smiled at each other. I did not say anything. I just kept walking. The street. Lights were still on. I liked that time. No noise, no cars, no people in a rush, just peace. I heard birds. I saw a man water his plants. He waved. I waved back. After 20 minutes, I went home. I took a warm shower. I made breakfast. I had eggs and toast. I felt ready for my day. That walk gave me energy. It gave me a good feeling. It gave me time to be quiet before work. Later at Walmart, I stood at my cashier station. I smiled at customers. Some smiled back, some didn't. One woman said, "You always look so calm." I smiled and said, "I walk every day. It helps." She laughed and said, "Maybe I should try that too." That day was busy. The store was full of people. Some children cried. One man was rude. He shouted because the line was slow. I said, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm doing my best." He said nothing and left. My heart beat fast for a minute, but I took a breath and smiled again. After work, I changed my shoes and went outside. I walked around the parking lot. Then I walked to the small park nearby. I did not think about work. I just walked and looked at the trees. I saw 3 birds on the ground. They were eating something. I stopped and watched them. I smiled. Some days my legs feel tired, but I walk anyway. I always say, "Just 10 minutes." After 10 minutes, I always want to go more. My feet keep moving. My mind gets clear. I feel better every time. One evening, I saw a boy run past me. He was maybe 7 or 8. He was laughing. A small dog ran behind him. The dog barked, but in a happy way. The boy's father walked slowly behind them. He smiled at me. I smiled too. That moment made my walk better. Another day, I saw an old man sitting outside his house. I saw him often. That day he said, "Good morning." I stopped. "Good morning," I said. He smiled and said, "You walk every day." I said, "Yes, it helps me feel strong." He nodded. "Keep walking," he said. It keeps the heart young. I smiled and said, "Thank you." Sometimes I see people doing things during my walk. One woman puts out fresh flowers every morning. One man always cleans his car. One girl plays music from her phone and dances in her driveway. I like these things. They are small, but they feel special. One rainy day, I was walking with my hood up. The rain was light. The sky was gray. I saw a little girl in a yellow raincoat. She jumped in a puddle. Water flew up and she laughed. Her mother watched and smiled. I waved. She waved back. That day, the rain felt nice. It did not make me sad. It made me feel free. Walking also helped my eating. Before, I ate fast food a lot. I felt heavy and slow. But after I started walking, I wanted better food. Now, I cook simple meals. Rice, eggs, soup, vegetables. I eat fruit in the morning. I drink more water. I don't drink soda as much. My body feels light. I feel good when I move. I also sleep better now. I go to bed early. I wake up early. I do not wake up tired anymore. I open my eyes and feel ready. I do not need an alarm most days. My body knows it is time to walk. Walking helped my mind too. I feel more patient. I do not get angry fast. When someone is rude, I stay calm. When I feel sad, I do not hide. I go outside and walk. The walk helps. It always helps. One weekend, my friend Lucy and I walked together. She said, "I used to feel tired all the time." I said, "Same." Walking helped me so much. She smiled and said, "I'm glad we do this." I said, "Me too." We walked for an hour. We did not plan the time. We just talked and walked. It felt easy. Sometimes we walk in silence. That is okay too. Not all walks need talking. Sometimes it is nice to just listen. To the wind. To the birds. To your steps. It feels safe. It feels soft. One Sunday morning, I saw a man with a walking stick. He was slow, but he moved with care. He looked up and said, "Morning." I said, "Good morning." He said, "You're lucky. You walk with ease." I smiled and said, "Yes, I'm thankful for that." That stayed in my heart. Not everyone can walk freely. Some people cannot walk at all. Some people need help. I walk because I can. I walk because my legs work. I do not take that for granted. My mom called last week. She said, "Emma, you sound different." I said, "I feel different." She said, "You sound happy." I said, "I am." Now my walk is not just exercise. It is part of who I am. It is how I start and end my day. It helps me feel whole. It helps me feel safe. It helps me feel strong. People ask, How did you change? I say, one step at a time, because it started small. One short walk, one morning, one choice. I didn't plan it. I just needed something. And walking gave me everything. I walk when I feel good. I walk when I feel bad. I walk to see the world. I walk to see myself. And every time I come home feeling better. If you feel sad, walk. If you feel tired, walk. If you feel lost, walk. The road is waiting. Your feet are ready. Just one step. That's all it takes.